from Curves. Today is April 1st. We're in a new month and I wanted to talk to you about our brand new classes that we're going to be offering online every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So they may change at different times, but we're going to have cardio classes, yoga, balance, everything to keep you engaged with your fitness while you're at home. So today's workout is going to be our cardio workout.
Change stations now.
And of course there'll be modifications should there be a movement that you're not able to do. So let's go ahead and start warming up. We're just going to start with getting those heels back towards that bum, like so, bringing those arms back, getting a little bit of cardio, get that heart rate pumping. Hope everybody's doing great today. So this is going to be your traditional 30-minute workout. We're just warming it up. We'll get into the hardcore part of it, cool down, and we'll do some stretching.
Change stations now.
Alright, so now what I want to do is warm up those glutes. So I'll stand from the side. You're going to do a donkey kick. So you're going to kick your leg back and out. You're going to kick back and out. This is going to strengthen your glutes. Now we're going to switch over, do the other side. It's also good for your balance. If you need to hold on to something, you're more than welcome to do so.
Change stations now.
Now we're going to do a squat jump. So you're going to get in that sumo squat stance. Feet are wide apart, and you're going to squat it out. Getting nice and low. Of course, if you can't do the jump, then you're going to go ahead and just come up on your calves. So it'll be squat and come up and do that calf raise. Either way, it's going to work to get that heart rate up and engaged. And just make sure you keep that back nice and straight.
Change stations now.
So now we're going to work on those triceps. So pretend you have a weight over your head. Bring those arms back and extend it up. Bring it back and extend it up. You can have a split stance like so. This is strengthening those triceps, strengthening those shoulders. Excellent. Keep that movement going. All the way overhead, all the way back down. And always remembering to breathe.
Change stations now.
So now we're going to do a plank up down. So I'm going to get down on my mat. You're going to start in plank position. You're going to bring one arm down, push your other arm back up. So it's down and then back up. Down and back up. You're going to alternate which hand comes up from the mat each time. Now, of course, if you can't get down on the mat, you're just going to stand and reach over and bend your toes, touch your toes. You're going to
change stations now.
Now we're going to work on our shoulders. You got your arms like this. You're going to pull down and push over your head. Pull down and push over your head. So we're strengthening those shoulders. We're almost done with this warm-up. Then we'll start kicking it into higher gear. Pull it down and push over your head. Pull it down and push over. Looking good, ladies. Flexing those muscles, keeping those core muscles nice and tight. So now we're going to do a jump rope. So pretend you have that imaginary jump rope. And we're going to jump. And you're going to turn that jump rope so you're engaging your shoulders. If you can't do the jump, you can do a tap with your heel. Otherwise, go for that full out jump rope, just like you did when you were a kid. So you're going to keep jumping. Remembering to breathe, ladies.
Change stations now.
All right, so now we're going to focus on our back. So hands out to the side. You're going to bend forward and then come back up. You're going to bend forward and come back up. Exhale down. Inhale as you come up. You want to have a soft bend in your knees, so you don't want to lock out those joints. Down and back up. You're really engaging those stomach muscles as well as your back. Again, don't forget to breathe.
Change stations now.
So now we're back down on the mat doing a Spider-Man plank. So you're going to start in plank position. Bring your knee over to your elbow. Knee to other elbow. Staying nice and plank. This is a little challenging one, working on that core. Of course, if you can't get down on the mat, modification would be elbow to knee, standing up like this. But if you can, get down
change
that
stations
plank
now.
and do your Spider-Man. All right, so our next movement is going to be for the chest. Bend those knees slightly. Take those arms out. pull them together. Push them out, pull them together. Again, a soft bend in those knees. You don't want to lock out those joints. Push away, pull together. This is just like our pec deck machine. Good. Strengthen your chest, your back. Inhale and exhale, keeping that core muscle nice and tight.
Change
You're doing
stations
a
now.
great job. So now we're going to do skaters. So that means we're going to tap from one side to the other, reaching towards that floor. The further you can get down to the floor, the better. Otherwise, you can just tap and reach, tap and reach. That works too. Maybe put a little bit more speed into your movement, get that heart rate really up. Touch the floor if you can. There's a lot of modifications. to
Change
this one.
stations now.
All right, so now we're going to do extended leg raise. Hands on those hips. You're going to take that right leg, extend it up and back down. Up and back down. Tighten up those quadricep muscles. Other side. Standing up nice and tall, shoulders are back. You want to have that good posture. Lift up and back down. Up and back down. Looking good, ladies. Almost there. Just that 30
Change
seconds.
stations now.
All right, so now we're going to do speed squats. So you're going to squat and come back up. Squat and come back up. So the goal of a speed squat is to go as fast as you can. But you don't want to compromise your form. You want to make sure that booty goes back and out towards the wall so that way your knees don't go past your toes and you're just trying to get as many in as you can in your 30 seconds.
Change stations now.
Now we're going to do a lunge jack. So you're in a lunge position, and you're going to lunge and jack. Lunge and jack. This is a challenging one to get that heart rate up. If you can't do the full out lunge, you can modify, step back, arms overhead, step back. Otherwise, this is cardio. You got to push yourself out of your comfort zone, ladies. You got this.
Change stations now.
All right, chest press. Feet are hip width apart. Hands up. You're going to push away, pull back. Push away, pull back. Keeping your core muscles tight. Push and pull. Squeezing those rhomboids together. Those are your big, strong back muscles. Pull, push, pull, and push. Don't forget to breathe. Hope everybody's doing
Change
okay out there.
stations now.
We're going to get down on the floor now for your windshield wiper. So you're down on your mat, knees up, legs go from side to side. Side to side. Arms are out to the side. Of course, if you can't get down on the mat, you can do this version standing up. Standing up version would be bicycle crunch. This would be your modification. If you can't
Change
get down.
stations now.
So now we're going to focus on your biceps. So hands in a tight fist. Pull those arms up. Push them down. Pull them up. Push them down. Up strong, down strong. You want to tighten up those muscles. Don't just throw your arms up here. You need to squeeze that muscle. Push it down. Soft bend in your knees. Remember, you're not locking out your joints. You're doing good, ladies. Keep it up. Keep that core nice and strong, too.
Change stations
All right,
now.
now kick out. So you're going to do a big arm circle while kicking out those legs out in front of you. Okay? Another great cardio movement to get that heart rate up. You're torching calories. I'm so proud of you for being here with us today. You're off the sofa. You're doing something meaningful and great for your body. If you can't do the jump, then you can just kick your legs out like this. Either way, but really push
Change
yourself.
stations now.
Now we're going to do squat, but we're going to do out to the side, sumo. Sumo squat up and down, up and down. So those feet are wide apart, your toes are pointed out to the side, and you're going to come down, and when you come up, squeeze those glutes. Come down, squeeze those glutes. Because this is all lower body, right here. You got this. Doing good.
Change stations now.
Now we're going to work on your triceps. So back down to the mat, knees are bent, hands are on the ground behind you, bend those elbows. You're gonna drop down, push up. Drop down, push up. You need to make sure you're bending your elbows. This is not just about butt to floor. Bend those elbows. You're targeting that tricep muscle. That's that back arm jiggly. Nobody likes that. It's not a good look. So this is really going to work.
Change stations now.
All right, back up. Let's focus on those shoulders. Hands in a fist. Push overhead, pull back down. Push overhead, pull back down. Again, don't just go through the movement. You really need to isolate those muscles. You got curved, strong arms. Push over, pull down. Push and pull down. You got this. And anytime, ladies, you need to stop, get some water, grab a towel.
Change stations
That's
now.
important. You want to stay hydrated. All right, good old-fashioned jumping jack, girls. Let's do this. Make sure you're doing full range of motion. Arms go all the way over your head. If you need to modify, you can just tap those legs out to the side. That works too. Just keep moving. Keep working on this, ladies. You got this. All the way up, all the way back down. Looking good. Proud of you.
Change stations now.
All right, high knees. More cardio. Put your hands out in front of your knees. Get those legs up nice and high. If you need to, high march. That works just as good, but you want to put some speed into it. You don't want to go too slow. All right, so either way. Remember, just 30 seconds. We can do this. All right, almost there.
Change stations now.
All right, down on the mat for a crunch. So you're going to lay down, knees are bent, hands are loosely behind those ears, and you're going to crunch up and lower back down. Crunch up, lower back down. Make sure you're breathing. You don't want to pull on your neck. And if you can't get down on the mat, you're just going to stand up and reach down and bend those toes.
Change stations now.
All right, so here's a diagonal chop. So you're in that sumo stance. Hands are clasped. You're going to pivot to one side, come up, pivot to the other side, come up. So you're squatting while chopping to the opposite side of that leg. Okay, full range. Make sure you're pivoting that back foot, getting nice and deep in those lunges.
Change stations now.
Now we're going to work on those shoulders. So this is like our dip shrug machine. So hands up, fists are together. You're going to push down, pull up. Push down, pull up. Core is strong and tight. Inhale up, exhale down. Soft bend in those knees. Again, not locking out those joints. You guys are doing great. Keep up the strong work.
Change stations
And now we're going to do inchworm. So you're going to walk your body out to plank, and then you're going to walk your body back up, stand up, squeeze the glutes. Walk out to plank, walk back, come up, squeeze the glutes. If you can't do the walkout, just bend down, touch the floor, or bend down, touch your shins. There's lots of different options here, ladies. Just keep moving. Up and back down.
Change stations now.
All right, so we're back down on the mat. We're going to do a side crunch. So knees are bent, hands behind those ears, and you're going to crunch with left elbow to right knee and back. Left elbow to right knee. Good. So this way you're targeting your oblique muscles. Those are waist muscles. Come up, left elbow, across that right thigh.
Change stations
Now
now.
let's do just the opposite. So right elbow goes across that left thigh. Don't pull on the neck. You don't want to strain your neck. You're looking good, ladies. We're almost at that halfway marker. Don't forget to breathe. You should feel it really good right down in that abdominal muscle. Awesome job.
Change stations
All
now.
right, so we're going to come back up, and we're going to do a sumo squat with the jump. So get in that nice wide sumo stance. You're going to squat and jump. This is our plyometric sumo squat. And of course, if you need to take out the jump, you're going to squat, calf raise, squat, calf raise. So take it at your level, you know your body. But if it's too easy, you need to kick it up. Get that butt nice and low. Sit down deep into it.
Change stations now.
All right, let's work on those triceps. So elbows by those rib cage, extend out, pull back. Extend out, pull back. Squeeze a muscle. Push it back. Keeping the core muscles held in nice and strong. Pull back, push out. Pull back, push out. You don't want to swing your arms. Keep them nice and locked against your side.
Change stations
All
now.
right, plank up, down. So back down on your mat. You're going to be in a plank position, nice and flat. Bring your elbow down the mat. Come back to high plank. So it's low plank, high plank. And you want to make sure you're alternating which hand pushes off the mat each time. So high plank, back to low plank. If you need to drop down your knees, you can definitely drop down your knees.
Change stations now.
All right. So now we're going to do a lat pull down. So hands over your head. You're going to pull down and push over your head. Pull down, push up. Pull and push. This is strengthening those shoulders, your trapezius, those lat muscles. And of course, don't forget to breathe. You guys are doing an awesome job. Keep it up. Good. Keep that core nice and strong.
Change stations
All
now.
right, let's get those jump ropes out. Let's start turning that jump rope. So elbows close to your body. Turn those wrists and start jumping. If you need to check out the jump, you can do a heel tap. Either way, it's up to you. This is a great cardio move. We're burning lots of calories right now. I'm so proud of you guys for taking the time to do some 30-minute workout.
Change stations now.
All right, so hands out to the side. We're going to do a good morning. You're going to bend over and come back up. Bend over and come back up. You got this. Inhale as you come up. Exhale as you lower to tabletop. Up and back down. Make sure there's a nice straight line from fingertip to fingertip. Little soft bend in your knees. It's getting that stomach and strengthening your back.
Now move away from your station
All
and
right,
follow your heart
here's a
rate.
little opportunity to check your heart rate. Still want to do
Get
that?
ready for a 10-second count.
Maybe grab
Ready?
some water,
3,
towel off.
2, 1, count.
You're going to count how many beats you get in 10 seconds. Keep moving. You don't want that blood pooling up in your extremities. You guys are doing
Stop.
great.
Move to the next station
All
and
right.
resume exercise.
Hopefully everybody's doing good. Let's get back down on the mat for those Spider-Man planks. So in plank position, bring knee to elbow. Knee to elbow. I'll do it this way as well. Knee to elbow. So bring that left knee to left elbow, right knee to right elbow. Maintaining plank. Again, this one's not easy, but it's going to develop strong shoulders, nice tight core. Modification would be something like this. Elbow to knee, standing up.
Change
Okay.
stations now.
Now let's do your skaters. So we're speed skaters. So if before you got to about here, try to push yourself. Try to go a little bit lower. Try to touch that mat or maybe your ankle. If you can't float your foot behind you, then you can tap it. That's okay too. But again, get yourself out of that comfort zone. Really push. Go a little bit faster, a little bit stronger. It's great
Change
for those
stations
legs.
now.
All right, so we're going to work those glutes. So, hands on those hips. You're going to kick back and in. Kick it back and in. It's good for your balance. We're going to focus just on that right leg. You can also have your hands out to the side if you strengthen those glutes and those
Change
quadriceps.
stations now.
Let's do the other side. Hands out or on your hips. Doesn't matter. Donkey kick, up and out. Up and out. Again from the side. Really really get that extension. Heel is flexed. We're getting those hamstrings as well as those glutes too. Chest is up. If you need to hold against a wall for balance, you can do that too. Keep going.
Change stations
All
now.
right, lunge jack. So this is a jumping jack with the lunge. So arms go over your head as you alternate lunges. Another great cardio move. Really kicking through those calories. If you need to modify it, you can just do stationary lunge while doing that jack. Okay? You got this. Either way,
Change stations
just keep
now.
moving. All right, we're gonna do a chair squat. Feet are closer together, and you're gonna squat down, come back up. Squat down, come back up. From the side, bum is out. You're protecting your knees. If you've got bad knees, this is a great movement for it because it's strengthening those larger muscles that surround that knee. Doing good.
Change stations now.
Chest press, split stance, hands up, push away, pull back. Push away, pull back. Again, you're trying to squeeze these rhombi muscles together to really engage that back muscle. So push away, pull back. Awesome job. Don't forget that breathing. Hopefully by now you're working up a little bit of
Change
sparkle.
stations now.
All right, we're going to do the windshield wipers. So back down on your mat. Knees are bent, arms are out to the side, feet are up, and you're going to bring your set of knees to one side and then to the opposite side. So just like a little windshield wiper. Trying to get them as close to the mat as you can without touching them. Okay, all the way up, all the way down. If you can't get down on the floor, modification is
Change stations
standing
now.
bicycle. So let's focus on those biceps. Hands in a fist. Squeeze those muscles up. Lower down. Squeeze those muscles up. Lower down. You got this. Soft bend in your knee. Stomach should be held in nice and strong and tight. That should always be engaged through any exercise that we perform. Good. Inhales, you rise. Exhales, you push. Pull and push.
Change
ice in that
stations
muscle.
now.
All right, so kickouts with those arm circles. So big arms here, big kickouts. This is your cardio. If you need to take out the kick, then just do something like this. This works too, but if that's too easy, I'm going to have you do the full out version. Good, you got this. Keep those arms nice and strong. Maintaining that good breath.
Change stations
All
now.
right, let's do squats. Good old-fashioned squats. Simple, but yet very effective. If you want nice, strong legs, good toned butt, this is going to be it. All right, let's see if we can get a little bit lower this time, ladies. Lower is better. Try to at least get those legs parallel to the mat. You got this. It's only 30 seconds.
Change stations
All
now.
right, let's work on those triceps. So down the mat. Knees are bent. Fingers are facing towards your toes. You're going to bend those elbows, push up. Bend, push up. Again, it's not just letting that butt come up and down. That defeats the purpose. It's about the elbows. Bending so you can target the back part of your arm. Looking good. Up and back down.
Change stations
All
now.
right, awesome. So let's do more shoulders. We're getting to that cool down. You guys are doing awesome. Hands in a fist, nice and strong. Push those hands up over your head and then pull them down. Push up and pull down. Good. You got this. This is your best 30 minutes of the day. You're boosting those endorphins. You're helping improve your immune system, ladies. All good.
Change
Push.
stations now.
All right, let's get those high knees. So knees are up. Trying to touch those hands out in front of you. If you can't do this, you're welcome to do a high march. either way, ladies. Just keep that body moving. You got this.
Change stations
All
now.
right, back to the mat for a crunch. Your traditional crunch, knees are bent, hands loosely behind your ears. Crunch up, lower your shoulders back down. Crunch up, lower your shoulders down. Taking big inhales through your nose, big exhale through your mouth. Good job. Almost there. You should feel it in that stomach. I know I
Now
can.
move away from your station and find
All
your
right,
body.
get a little breather. This is your heart rate check.
Get ready for a
Exhale.
10-second count. Ready?
Keep the
3,
body moving.
2, 1, count.
Keep the body moving. Take some water, grab a towel. It's only about 10 seconds.
Stop. Move to the next station
All
and
right, so we're
resume
gonna do a squat
exercising.
chop. Hands locked like this. You're gonna squat, reach, squat, reach. Make sure you're pivoting that back foot. Get low and reach. Get low and reach. Excellent. This is a great all over body movement. Legs, waist, shoulders. Awesome. Really stretch, really reach. Get down nice and low. You can also shorten the range if you need to.
Change stations now.
Awesome. So let's do inchworm. So you're going to walk your body out to that plank. Hold. Walk your body back up and squeeze those glutes. So walk your body out. Hold. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Squeeze those glutes. Keep repeating. If you can't do the full walkout inchworm, just bend down, reach towards your toes, come back up. Or maybe it's just your shins, or maybe it's your
Change
knees.
stations now.
That's okay too. All right, we've come down to the stretching. So let's take those arms out to the side. You conquered your curves workouts today. So proud of all of you. Could have done something else, could have stayed on the sofa, watched your soap operas, but you chose to do this instead. That's good. Bring your right arm behind your head. Take that left hand on your elbow. Pull it down. We're stretching down the triceps.
Change stations now.
Now I want you to open them up. Do the opposite side. Excellent job. Stretching is so important because this is improving your flexibility. Increases that range of motion. Helps reduce muscle soreness. So interlock those fingers. Bring them up over your head. You're elongating your spine. Reach to the ceiling. Push away from you. Keep that stomach nice and strong and tight.
Change stations
You
now.
got this. All right, so now reach behind you, interlock those same fingers, and pull away. But let those shoulders relax down. Let them go away from your ears. You got this. Maintain a nice, good breath. You got this, ladies. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. This is a good stretch of that shoulder, your chest, and your back.
Change stations
Now
now.
you're going to take your right arm up over your head, palm faces the ceiling, and bend a little bit to your left and reach. Stretching all through the arm, down through that waist and oblique muscle. You got this. All right, now I want you to switch arms. Left palm facing up towards the ceiling, right hand on your hip. Bend a little bit to your right to really extend out those waist muscles.
Change stations now.
All right, so let's do those legs. So you're going to step forward with your right foot. That right knee is bent. Back foot is on the floor. And we're stretching out those strong legs. Those calves, the glutes too. Now switch legs. So step back with your right leg. Your left knee is bent. Looking good. Keeping those shoulders back. Chest is out. Keep
Change
breathing.
stations now.
So now you're going to take that left leg, keep it out extended. Your right knee is bent. and your hands will be on that bent knee. You're stretching out those calves and hamstrings. If you want, reach for that toe. Stretch as far as you can, keeping that head up. Now let's switch legs. This time your right leg's out in front of you. You can pull on that foot or that toe, or just keep your hands right here on that bent thigh. You should feel it all right back here.
Change stations now.
All right, if you need a chair for balance, we're going to stretch out those quadriceps. If you need to hold on to something, you can. But bring that right leg behind you. You can either have your arm out to the side or on your hip if you got really good balance. This is stretching out those quadricep muscles, so the front of your thigh. Now switch legs. Take that left leg, pull it back behind you. Hand on the hip. Maybe you're holding onto a chair. Doesn't matter. We're just stretching.
Change stations now.
All right, so now we're going to get down to the mat. And you're going to take one leg out in front of you, cross the other one over, and stretch the opposite side. So right now my right leg is straight, my left knee is bent, and I'm stretching, twisting to the left. Now let's switch. Left leg goes straight, right crosses over the left, and now I'm turning
Change
to the
stations
right.
now.
All right, so now I want you to extend your left leg, bend that right knee, take those arms and reach towards that left toe. You still want to keep a straight back, you don't want to hunch over, but you're reaching. We're trying to stretch out those hamstrings. Really loose hamstring helps with your flexibility as well as your strength. Now switch legs. So right leg is straight, left knee is bent.
Change stations now.
Bend and reach to that toe. You got this. All right, so now we're going to do butterfly. So you're going to take your feet, you're going to bring them together. Take those elbows, gently push down on those knees. This is going to stretch those adductor muscles, those inner thighs. You got this. Make sure your back is nice and straight, head is up. Still breathing. You're almost done. All the hard work's over.
Change stations now.
All right, so you're going to lay down on your back. You're going to bring your knees into your chest and just hug them nice and tight. If you want to roll out your spine, you can roll back and forth if that feels good. If not, just stay right here. Looking good. This is stretching out your back, your hamstrings, even some of those hip muscles too.
Change stations now.
All right, ladies, you have done it. You've completed your Curves cardio workout. Thank you for being with me today. I'm so proud of you. So remember, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday in April, we'll be doing a new workout. Not quite sure what time. It might be recorded, it might be live, but just always stay tuned with our Facebook page and or our website to see when we repost the classes. So again, thanks for joining us. You have a great rest of your day.
Change stations now.